Hi, my name is Isabel Peña, and in this video, I'll be talking about the most important things I learned from the design of cyber-physical systems course. The first thing we saw was the factory of the future, which is, according to Agoria, a future-oriented manufacturing company that uses the most advanced digital technologies to implement intelligent and sustainable processes. The factory of the future basically focuses on the optimization of processes via innovation that result in higher value products and services. Then we saw some elements that integrate the factory of the future. The first tool is the Industrial Internet of Things, which merges the digital and the physical world. Then we have 3D printing and additive manufacturing, which focuses on low cost, hyper personalized products. Following, we have big data, which is massive amounts of information that are manually unmanageable, but it carries valuable information that help notice patterns and avoid future problems, and cobot, which is a collaboration between human and robots. As a fifth tool, we have artificial intelligence, which is capable of processing real-time data and communicate it to anyone. Then we have virtual reality and augmented reality, and finally, blockchains, which are distributed databases. Another very important subject was automation, MTM, and NIOSH. First, automation refers to the use of technology to perform certain actions without the need of constant human intervention. It can improve efficiency, it can reduce errors, and it can save a lot of time and money. We can find automation everywhere. Then we have MTM, also known as methods time measurement. MTM breaks down all manual movements into a series of basic motions called building blocks that are specified in time measurement units, also known as TMUs. MTM help determine a target time for each task, and the table on the screen shows the building blocks. And here we have that 1 second equals to 27.8 TMUs. And finally, we have NIOSH, which is short of National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. NIOSH conducts research and makes recommendations for the prevention of work-related injury and illnesses, and it has developed many useful tools and documents to aid industries in developing ergonomics programs. NIOSH has a very famous lifting equation, which is used to determine the risk of a low back injury while performing lifting tasks, as can be seen below. And finally, we saw, in my opinion, one of the most important subjects of this course, NOM 036 STPS, which is a regulation that aims to define the necessary elements for identifying, analyzing, preventing, and controlling ergonomic risk associated with manual handling of loads in the workplace. Its main purpose is to protect workers. This activity consisted in watching a video of someone performing manual labor and evaluating it using NOM 036 STPS, and we chose a video of a construction worker carrying buckets of cement. There were 3 main points to evaluate. The first one was the risk assessment of activities involving lifting and lowering loads, which in this case included the lifting and lowering of the cement bucket. There were several sub-points evaluated, such as load weight and recurrency, vertical lifting region, the bending of the torso, the work surface, and the environmental factors. After grading each sub-point, we made a sum of all values, and that was the grade of the first point. Then we had the second point, which involved the risk assessment of cargo transportation operations, and here we got a total value of 18. Finally, we have a third point, which assesses the risk of operations involving teamwork, but since the construction worker was working alone, this part was not evaluated. Finally, we made this table, which had the grades for each of the risk factors and the final punctuation of each point below. And as you can see, the risk level for lifting is very high, which means it's unacceptable and measures should be taken right away. And transport risk level is high, which means that it's significant and that corrective actions may be needed soon. So to conclude, I believe that this class has very valuable information that will be essential for my future professional development in industrial engineering. So thank you a lot, and thank you for listening.